Hi Janet, this is Jeremy with Salutio, and I'm going to show you how to figure out these equal tables, hopefully. So on your video and photo gallery page, I'm going to copy your title so I can search for it later. Told me in your message you want to scoot this video over to the right, and then you sent me a little bit of code and you want to paste that video to the left. So in order to do that, I'm going to go into the article, and I already searched for it because I've been testing this. Um, Once I'm in the article, I noticed that this first video is actually not in a table yet, so we're gonna have to create one. To navigate throughout this, I like to use my arrow keys because tables are a little bit hard to click into sometimes. So if I click to the right of this video, it puts my cursor right next to it, which is fine. I can use my arrow keys to move around and click enter a few times to make some space. I'm going to insert a template, and then I'm going to do an equal table. That puts in a standard size table to navigate around. Or one thing to note is if I use these to resize the table, it's going to mess it up. It's just if it has a defined width and height, it doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to avoid using those. To navigate through the table, I usually just click to the right of it and use my arrow keys to move around the cells. To make this only 2 cells, I'm going to use these buttons, and I'm going to delete a row. I only need 1, so I'm going to try again, but as you can see, that doesn't work. So sometimes I will try a different row, delete that row. I don't know why they do that, but sometimes that happens. If I try and delete this column, okay, that worked. Sometimes it doesn't work either, but if it doesn't delete, try a different column. So now we have a little table. To get this first video into the table, I'm going to click on the video, my keyboard, Control X will cut it out, and I can click next to the table, use my arrow keys. When you use a template, there's always a little bit of a space in each cell. I'm going to delete that space, and I'm going to paste it in there. So now the video is the only thing in there. If I want to add some text beneath this video, you need to make sure your cursor is just to the right of the video, but still within the table. So that's why the arrow keys come in handy. I'm going to click enter. And now if I want to add a caption, I can put that here. And that way, when the screen resizes or when it's on mobile, these captions will go with the videos, because the way equal tables work, they'll just stack each cell on top of each other. I can show you what that looks like here. So here's the mobile view. That's the first video. And then these ones had captions underneath them, but you can see they get stacked at the bottom. To keep them with the video, they have to be in the same cell. So something to keep in mind. It's not super important, but if you want to look nice on mobile too, then that's what you have to do that. Okay. So you sent me a little bit of code for iframe. It looks good. So I'm going to go and copy that on my other screen. And then in order to get this in here, if I just paste this in that table cell, you can see it doesn't do anything. You have to go within the editor to post code. So I'm going to take that out. Click toggle editor. And I think to make this easier, it would actually be easier to put it right at the top, and we'll move later. I click enter up here, so now there's just a space up here. I'm going to paste it in. And now if I toggle editor, you can see this video, which is large. I'll show you how to resize that. Will get posted right at the top of my article. And then I'm just going to move it same way I did the other one. Click on it, Control X, click next to the table, delete that little space, and then paste it in there. And also while my cursor is down here, I'm going to make a space for text. So now this video is pretty big. That probably happened when you were getting the code from YouTube. Usually it has just a standard width and height, and that's usually what we paste into our websites. But I can show you how to change that real quick. So we'll have to go back into the editor. You sent me an iframe code, so that's what we need to look for. HTML has tags. They have opening tags and closing tags. See the slash. This is a paragraph. It's a slash paragraph. So to find the iframe, see this one here is the one we just put in. Also, second cell, there's another one here. So if you notice in the code, it has a width and height setting. This one's set to 1234, width and height 694, and you can see the other ones are 475 by 357. So that's why they're different. To change that, I'm just going to copy over the height in the code. 475 and 357. In Toggle Editor, now you can see those videos have been resized. The tables look a little bit different. They function the same. I'm guessing that's because when I was in here last time, I changed these tables to equal tables instead of starting from scratch. So I think they'll behave the same way. So save. Go back to the page and refresh. And now we can see those videos are appearing next to each other with the text. And when I resize this, so here's what it would look like on mobile. You can see the video stays with the text that I put underneath it. And when I resize this, it automatically adjusts. This would be what it would look like if you're on a tablet and then a computer. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I know that tables are kind of a pain to work with sometimes, but hopefully I showed you something useful that'll help you out. But if not, let me know. Yeah, see you later.